going to be a video about me talking about my experience with university and applying to university. If you're thinking about going to university, this should not be the only video you watch because it's my personal experience and probably it's definitely not representative of all experience people will have. So I applied for a course which required me to take interviews. So anyway, let's start from the very start of like when I actually realised that maybe I want to go to university. About the start of college, start doing A-levels, people ask you what you're going to do when you're older. And up till then I had no idea, no clue at all, nothing. So I was like, oh no, I have to think. And people were recommending this. And one of my sisters said, radiography. I was like, yeah, I like taking pictures. You know, I like photography. And x-rays seem pretty cool. So I was like, yeah, you know, I'll just... So anyway, a person at college got me a day of shadowing at a hospital near me. So I was like, yeah, gonna do radiography. So when the time came around at the start of this year, start of 2016, start of my second year of A-levels, you have to write a personal statement to apply to university. So I was like, yeah, bang, bang, bang. Got some help from my brother, got like a banging personal statement. It was amazing, oh my god. But he pretty much wrote it, but you know, don't need to know that. Anyway, got an amazing personal statement and sent it off to all the universities that I applied for. So I applied for Liverpool, which was going to be my first choice, but we'll talk about that later anyway. Liverpool, Leeds, London, Birmingham, and Liverpool, Leeds, London, Birmingham, and some other one which I can't remember. So I applied. I got, in the next couple of weeks, I started getting emails back from UCAS saying, oh, you got interview, what day you want to interview. And I knew that I had to do interviews for all of these courses, and I was like, be okay. But by the time the interview actually came round, the first interview which I had was for Liverpool. First ever interview ever had, and it only just dawned on me that this is going to be really bad. I wasn't really worried about the grade boundaries. I needed to get BBB, but I was worried about the interview, and we hadn't had any kind of interview technique at college yet. Got it later, but it was, by the time it was too late. I've already done 2 of the interviews by the time I got interview technique. Anyway, got into the interview, didn't know what to say, totally screwed it up. Next week I got an email saying, you have been declined because your interview technique was not good enough. And I was like, okay. So then the next week or a couple of weeks later I had an interview at Leeds. Went okay, I thought, but then I get an email a couple of weeks later saying, oh, you have been declined from Leeds. And then my last interview, which I had the other day, on Monday, this Monday, it's Wednesday now, I had one on Monday in London. Not had any emails back from that yet, but that also, I thought that went pretty bad as well. I've got an interview in January as well, it's December now, for those watching in the future. Oh, they're the one with Salford. So basically what I'm saying is kind of doubting that I'm going to get into university at this point, the course that I want to do. Help. So now I'm just like considering, you know, working in PC world, cause I like computers. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna work in curries, so you'll see me. I'll hit you up with a decent. No, I'm not. Should have picked an easier course to get into, cause it's like really competitive. Literally in the interview though. Fail. So the Liverpool interview, went to the interview. I was like, no idea what I'm going to say. Don't really know what they're going to ask me. They asked me, why do you want to do radiography? And I was like, I don't know. Got out the interview, I was like, oh my god, it was really bad. I told everyone what happened. They were all like, oh, it's going to be fine. And I got an email saying, you've been declined. Just saying. What happened to me? Probably not going to happen to you. Because my friend went to a maths interview the other day as well and just got asked a maths question. Anyway, thanks for watching this amazing video by me. Bye. The new lens, by the way, I'm pretty happy with it. I can do like Casey Neistat. Bam. By the way, look out for my skiing video, which is going to be out soon as well. Skiing. Christmas skiing. Woohoo! What would you do with someone who is using abusive language?